Graduation Sunday. What can we say to our graduates today? I was thinking back to my senior song. Did you guys have a senior song? Did your class get together and pick a song? What's your song? Lean on Me? That's a good song. Anyone remember their class song? Green Day? Good Riddance? That's what mine was. We must be the same age. Yeah, so the name of the song is Good Riddance, which is kind of funny. You would think the teachers might have picked that one. But we as a class picked that song. We voted for it. I didn't vote for it, though. I thought it was a stupid song. I voted for School's Out by Alice Cooper. You guys know who Alice Cooper is? So he's a heavy metal singer who sings with a snake around his neck. But he's from Detroit. He loves golf and he loves Jesus. So we're basically the same person. Did you guys know Alice Cooper loved Jesus? But we picked, our class picked Good Riddance by Green Day, which said, I hope you had the time of your lives, which was basically the chorus of the song. I hope you had the time of your lives. Well, here's what I want to say to you today. I hope you did not have the time of your lives. I hope high school is not the highlight of your life. Trust me, I hope you had a great time. And those graduating college, I hope you had a great time. And those graduating seminary, I know you didn't have a great time. Been there, done that. I hope you had a great time, but I hope you have so much more coming in store for you for the rest of your life. I hope you live a fulfilled life of joy, of fun, of laughter. And so here are some hopes that I have for you that I think will lead to a life fulfilled life. First, I hope you have fun. I hope we all have fun. Life's too short not to have fun. Life's too short to be sad. There are moments where sadness comes and we live into that and we don't ignore it, but have as much fun as you can. I hope you make deep, meaningful relationships wherever you go. So you're off to college 4 years, maybe 5 years, maybe Cassie already said you want to go to medical school, 8 years, 10 years, I don't know what you want to do, 12 years. I hope while you're there you make deep, meaningful friendships. And because you're only there for a short period of time that you just don't, well, I'm not going to be here long enough to be friends, we're going to go our separate ways, so there's no point in becoming friends. I hope you make deep, meaningful friendships. And when you graduate from college and go on and get a job, I hope you make good friends. But I hope that your relationships don't hold you back. If something comes up for you, a better opportunity, that you take it. When I went to seminary, I left behind a lot of friends. When I went to Texas, I left behind a lot of friends. But it was the right thing for me to do, and I pray that you do the right thing for you. I hope you learn from your bad decisions. Everybody in life makes bad decisions. Can I get an amen? And typically, it's not until it's over that you realize how bad a decision it was. But I hope you learn from that, so that the next time when you're halfway through the decision, you can say, this is leading to a bad decision. And if you can see that, stop it before it gets all the way through. It's a process of learning. You go through a bad decision and you realize, oh, that was a bad decision. Then you learn midway through, you can say, well, this is a bad decision, I'm going to stop. And then hopefully you can see bad decisions coming, so you don't even start the process. Learn how to avoid bad decisions, whether it be bad decisions taking jobs, relationships, whatever it is. I hope that you can learn from your bad decisions. I hope that you realize that just because the speed limit is 85, you do not have to drive 85. Set your own pace in life. I think it was Frank Sinatra who sang a song, I Did It My Way. Is that right? Mm-hmm. Do it your way. Don't let anyone else tell you how you're supposed to do it. I hope you apologize a lot and ask a lot for forgiveness. Pride has ruined many strong relationships. So if you make a mistake, be open about your mistake, apologize, ask for forgiveness, and I hope you forgive others when they do the same. And if they don't have the courage to come to you and ask for forgiveness, go to them. Relationships, true relationships are hard to come by. I hope you keep growing and learning. I hope you try new things. I hope you learn new things. When I was in my 20s, I learned to ride a motorcycle. I don't know if your parents want you to do that, but I enjoyed it. It was something that I learned later on in life. I hope you keep trying to learn new things. Learn a new language. Learn to play the guitar. Learn to do something. Keep growing. Keep enjoying life. I hope you dream of a better world. I hope you hope for a better world. The world today is pretty good, especially where we live. But it's not as good as it can be. The people who are sitting behind you have done a great job to make this world a good place for you to grow up in. But now we're counting on you to take what they've done and to make it better. I hope you work hard. When I was in high school, I played football. And I know this is going to surprise you, but I wasn't very fast. I've never been considered very fast. But one day in practice, at the end of practice, we were doing sprints. And I was lined up next to the starting quarterback and starting wide receiver. And I was probably one of the slowest guys on the team. And at the end of practice, I was beating them in sprints. They were just not trying. And the coach saw that. And he called me out and said, Billardello is beating, I'm not going to say their names because they're Facebook friends, I don't want to embarrass them, in sprints. We are going to keep running until so-and-so beat Billardello. I didn't run that hard next time, but it's something I will never forget because I wasn't that good at high school football. I wasn't that good at football. I didn't have the mean gene, you know. I didn't have this rage that I wanted to hurt somebody else. But I would rather be recognized for my hard work than my talent. And I think anybody who hires somebody would rather take a hard worker than a talented person. I know Bill Gates said something to the opposite, but I would just encourage you to do your best. I hope you are motivated by doubters. Don't let anyone tell you what you're capable of. Only you know what you're capable of. Don't believe them when they doubt you. I went to the dry cleaners yesterday to pick up my gear here, you know. Once a year I get it cleaned or so. And the guy said, he goes, oh, do you sing in a choir? Because of my stuff. And I said, no, I'm a pastor. And he goes, but you're so young. And I thought to myself, we had the same conversation last time I picked up my stuff. I hear that a lot. I think, though, people just think I'm younger than I really am because I'm chubby and I don't have any wrinkles. But in reality, if I wanted to listen to what they're saying, they're basically saying that people don't want a young pastor. And I don't believe that's true. So, don't let anyone else doubt you. I hope you never take anything for granted. Your relationships, don't take them for granted. But really today, on Memorial Day weekend, don't take for granted this place that you live, the freedoms that you have, the men and women that gave their lives so that you can live in this way of life. Never take that for granted. Because if you do, you'll stop being thankful for what you have. Please don't take anything for granted. I hope you do what is right. The Apostle Paul wrote, who will harm you if you are eager to do what is good? If you do what is right, you're not going to have any enemies. And trust me, drama is overrated. Do what is right and you will have a good life. I promise you that. You will get sleep at night. I hope you trust in God and in His promises. You will make mistakes, but remember what the promise is, being baptized. Remember Bennett this morning. How we put water on his head and we made a mark on his forehead of a cross. And what that promise means, and what Apostle Paul writes today. And now, baptism saves you. Baptism is what saves you. Not your good works. Baptism. I hope you remember that. And I hope you get to know Jesus. Become friends with Jesus. Have a real relationship with Jesus. And be ready to tell others about Jesus. I love the song today. Come and listen, all you who believe, and I will tell you what God has done for me. It's a powerful thing to say. But Paul says, do it with gentleness and reverence. I hope you know Jesus. Because someday you'll realize he's the best friend you've ever had. Amen.